Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Houston Oilers.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storyline. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a much better.
Absolutely. First carry for Derrick Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 113 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the league. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Derrick Henry.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, to absolute devastating effect.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And this is a game, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 43-yard line.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Here we go. Let's get him.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other, Psyche, you're really behind you. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cook. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down carry for Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning at even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. So a change of possession here on the punt.
1st down and 10.
He does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They begin with Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And it brings up 3rd
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really show.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ross Blackmore. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have...
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because these short field goals.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
2nd and 1.
At their
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
First down, Houston.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This is Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. And quite a bit of razzle-dazzle and electricity on that return. It goes for 97 yards. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely...
First down. It's Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Again, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they lead the visiting Denver Broncos at the half. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Jacoby Brissett, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get through. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of run, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Edwards, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. From the gun, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that will cut this lead down to 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown. Play fake. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Uncorks one for Davis. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The catch is made, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now. And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. Watson on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup, 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
37. Texans 24.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers...
Try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a run with Edwards. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's over by Antoine Woods.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They run with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the 50, it's Watson. That's into the hands of Edwards. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense so far on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be third and a mile. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big-time sack there on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
And let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side. And now they take over here. Very slim 1-score lead. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Texans 33-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Let's go home.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air yet again, Watson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Again, it's Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, you got to
feel right.
Exactly.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. He's back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 43 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Watson on 1st down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
One last throw here for Watson. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things aren't looking good. It'll be an